Justyblox and we're back in Creatures of Sonaria, and today we're checking out the Knalriki. They are small, agile creatures that are quite food driven. They are commonly seen gathered around carcasses, scavenging for the last little bits of meat. Oh, so it's a scavenger. Oh, I like a scavenger. It's quite an unusual looking creature. I don't even remember what the original one of this looked like, if I'm honest. I will have to look that up. I'm sure it looked similar. It did look similar. I'm looking at it right now. If I remember, I will pull it up on screen. Let's jump in. Let's see what this model looks like. Oh, look at the detail. The models are getting more and more detail. I love the detail on the models nowadays. It doesn't have a pretty face, that is for sure. That's quite an unattractive looking creature. Colour scheme wise, we haven't got a great deal in the palette. There is a second palette if we do 100 bleed. So we could unlock the second palette at some point, which looks quite nice. It looks like greens and beiges. So, as always, I'm going to come up with 3 colour schemes. Whilst I'm doing that, if you haven't done already, hit that like button. And if you haven't done already... I got a little tongue-tied there. If you enjoy anything during this episode, hit that like button. And if you haven't done already, please subscribe. It does help the channel. First up, we have this beauty. I really like this. The browns work really well. Pick out all the little details on it very nicely. This is the Lesser Dark Bristle. The Lesser Dark Bristle, and I do enjoy it. It's not the most exciting skin, but it does bring out some good details. We do also have the... I had to do a red. Let's be fair. Red's pretty much the only strong colour I've got in that palette. So we've got the Eastern Red Nose, which is this one. The Eastern Red Nose, very similar to the other one, but with red, obviously. Again, I don't mind this. I would have liked a bit more shading in that, but with the limited palette we've got, not so easy. And finally, I wanted to do sort of like a snowy sort of one. So we got the Arctic Rock. I can't speak. The Arctic Rock Slink. This is the Arctic Rock Slink. The white is very white. Again, I would love some more shades of grey, but really limited because pretty much I've got one light grey that I can change. The others are all really dark that have no variation really when you do the slider. So just a second shade of grey that I could change the shade of my, like, that would have helped. But I think this looks really cool. I really like, I don't know which I want to play as because I actually like them all. I think the Eastern Red Nose is probably my least favourite, so we'll cut you out. I just think... Do you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of a rat. How it stood and the whole pose of it, and then the colours, reminds me of a rat. So we're going to go with a rat. Let me know in the comments below which is your favourite. Is it the Lesser Dark Bristle? Is it the Eastern Red Nose? Or is it the Arctic Rock Slink? Now, differs between male and females. Females have the ears... As you can see, ears. Females have those. Males do not. Males just have a weird little goatee, but look extremely odd without the ears. I think it's an odd thing to take away. Ears? No ears. I would probably have left the ears and changed some spikes or something. I don't know. It just looks odd without the ears. I'm going to go female. Surprise, surprise. Let's jump in. Let's see what this thing can do. Wait a minute. It's got 2 front legs. How did I miss that? I didn't even notice it had 2 front legs. Did it? Really? It's quite plain looking as a baby. Let's have a look at the idle animation. Do you have much of one? You've got a flippy tail. The head moves a little bit. And of course it's getting dark. Hopefully we won't age up. Hopefully we won't age up before the sun comes up. I don't think we will. I think it takes a little bit. 8 minutes. How long does night last? Does night last longer than that? Who knows? We will find out. Our night vision is absolutely it's awful. I cannot see barely anything. This is a creature that we just have to sort of sit and wait for nighttime to happen. Like, look. I know it's probably even worse for you on YouTube, but you're pretty much seeing what I'm seeing. Not good. Luckily, just below us is a load of food, so that's nice. I like the eating animation, that's very good. Let's go and have a look at the drinking animation, and we'll check out the run at the same time. Lovely run animation. It feels very natural. Wait, let's go here. And we want to go that way. Yeah, I like it. It's got a really nice sort of, almost like greyhound sort of run. That's, uh-oh. Don't go in the water. We're not good in the water, I'd imagine. Yeah, we're not good in the water. Let's have a look at the swimming animation. Oh. Oh, I'm drinking in the water. Don't do that. I want to see your animation. There you go. There we go. So let's have a look at the drinking animation. Oh, that's nice. Sort of sips it and then you can see him swallow it back down. Walk animation is really nice, actually. He feels like he's slinking. I named one of them a slinker. Slinking around. Look at that. Lovely. Do we have any clipping? A little bit of clipping. This is the issue I have with multiple legs. Especially that close together. Look. The front leg is clipping into the back leg. And I know it's not game breaking. It's just a little annoying. Those front legs need spreading out a bit further so they don't clip through. Just saying. I like to point out the negatives and the positives of a creature. I really like the patterning. Like the stripes and that. And we've got the lighter brown, the dark brown, and all the browns work very nicely together. It did really pick out the colours well. Oh, there's a big boy over there. Hello, Mr. Tree Diplodocus. Which is not your name, but that's what I'm calling you. Well, we've survived till teenager. That is a good start. We do need food, so I'm going to eat some of these. Or I'm going to sit down because I pressed the wrong button. Hello? May I eat? That's not really eating the bush. That's past the bush, isn't it? But we'll take it. So we've got that big pointy nose now. And a little Elvis hairstyle going on. That's what the hairstyle reminds me of, actually. Elvis. There's no more food. Oh, there is a giant piece of meat there. Now, are you going to eat me? Oh, you were cute. There's a lot of meat here. Who killed all these guys? I have no idea, but I don't want to meet them. I don't think we've changed that much from baby to teenager. We've got a bit more detail on the tail, and it's a lot longer. A lot longer tail. I love the length of the tail, if I'm honest. That's really nice. It probably encourages me with my rat thinking. Yes, it's not night again, and I know it's not great viewing, but some interesting things I feel like we should take into account. This creature is blind. Now, it doesn't feel like it's blind because obviously you just have normal sight, which is fair enough, because if you just had a black screen and you had to play with that, that would be ridiculous. And I understand it having a level 1 night vision. I get that. But ultimately, I'd imagine because it's blind, this is just me thinking out loud, that it would have an excellent sense of smell. So when you sniff at night, because you've only got night vision 1, you can't see anything. I personally think at night, the smell, like the lines that you do, like that, they should glow up or something so you can really follow them. So you're using your sense of smell rather than your vision. I think that would be really cool. You should still be able to see these lines, like make them neon or something for a blind creature. So you've got a really good sense of smell, but really poor vision. I'm just saying, I think that would be an excellent way of sort of incorporating the blindness of a creature. I do want to eat that. I'm a scavenger, right? Surely scavengers can eat rotten meat. Hello? Should we try? No. No, we can't. You would think a scavenger would. Okay, I need food. I think it was over this way. It's probably moved now. Because it does move right... Oh. Ooh. Random piece of sky meat. Random piece of sky meat in my belly. There's not much on there. Someone's clearly living around here, popped out, had something to eat and ran away again. I don't blame them. This seems like a safe area to live. All our plants have disappeared, so where have they gone now then? Well, they could have gone to the Flower Cove. They could have gone to the Plains, is it called? I'm sure. Is it the Plains? Yeah, the Plains. I'm going to head towards the Plains, I think. I'm going to take a chance. I don't think the food goes into the jungle. I may be wrong, and I probably am, but I don't think it does. And if it does, I've never really gone there to find it. Oh, never mind. Never mind, random meat. The world of Sonaria is a very odd world. You just find random meat everywhere. That was... Oh, wow, we need a lot of food. That barely touched our hunger. Life of a scavenger is hard. Let's have a sniff. There is more meat that way. In here, did it say? Meat. Oh, fresh meat is this way. In the water. Is this a trap? I'm not going in the water. We are a terrible swimmer. Okay, once we're an adult, there we go. We've got the ears. We've got the Elvis hairstyle. We've got the spikes. Elvis is alive. We're actually quite slow, which is a bit meh. Can I have a nibble, please? Thanks. There is a lot of meat here. Look at that. Lovely. I do like the eating animation. And now we need a drink. It's like constant eat and drink with this creature. Elvis is gluttonous. I think we all knew that. Drink the water. Again, really nice animation. And then we will check out all of the animations this creature has to offer. How do the legs still clip? Look, the legs still clip as an adult. I can forgive it as a baby, but once fully grown. Look. No. Bad. Okay, so when we sit down, a nice simple sit down. I love the action of the tail actually when it sits down. That's really nice. The tail comes to life. More so than when you're not sat down, if I'm honest. I like that. Okay, and do we have a nice transition into a lie down? No, we don't. That was a terrible transition. And an okay lie down. It suits the creature. I like how it wraps round. Almost completely round, so you can't see where the end of it is. That's nice. I don't like the transition from that to sitting. But, meh. Stand up for me, sir. I want to see your N. Now, are you going to be a wiggler or are you going to have a decent one? Oh. Okay. I like that. Yes. So you're rubbing your chest on the ground. Do you know what? If it wasn't for the spikes, that's lovely. It's almost like you're rubbing the front of your chest though, isn't it? The back spikes stay up. Pretty much. That's not bad. At least it's not a case of just flop down and rub around like a worm. Good. Aggro. Oh, again, the tail. And the ears. That's very goblin-like. It looks like he's laughing. I like it. And then when we cower, pretty standard, head to the ground, straight line, everything else low, apart from the back of the body. Excuse me, water. I'm trying to look at this. I think the aggro is my favourite. I like the tail. Sitting and aggro in the tail definitely comes to life. Right, let's listen to your beautiful voice. Call number 1. Core number 2. Core number 3. And finally, core number 4. Lovely. Again, I like the running. I feel like it needs to be quicker for a creature of sort of, if you think of it, it's got a very greyhound feel to the body, very thin body, long legs. You would think it would be a lot quicker than it is. It's almost it looks a bit like it's running in slow motion right now. To me, doesn't it? Does that not look like slow motion? It looks like I've slowed the footage down to take it. I like the movement. The movement's beautifully done. Like the tail and that. And the arch of the body. Lovely. Maybe just a tad quicker. Yeah, everything about it. Even the walk. For such a sprightly looking creature. He's slow. Look. This makes me sad. Oh, and now we're blind again. Oh no. Why are you charging towards me? Hello. Hi. Hello. Finally, I think. Oh, poop gone. Bye. That was short and sweet. There is a lot of creatures around. No one's tried to eat me yet, which is nice. I've just hidden from the tornado with these oovahs. Oovah, 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 hey. Oh, I do like them. Now we are an elder. We are an elder, so we'll be even slower. Are we? I don't think we're as much slower than we were, in all fairness. Oh, there's another oovah, is it? There's oovahs everywhere. Wow, you're bright. You're really bright. Oh. And you've gone invisible. Uh-oh. It's a-coming! Run away! I know I was under shelter. Oh, see, I should have stayed under shelter. My speed let me down. Yeah, I'm not clicking the rocks because that's impossible. Wait. I'm not in it anymore. I bet it's still going to hurt me. We're just going to sit here among our friends. Yeah, massively hurt even though we weren't in it anymore. No. I think we've had a good look at this creature. If you've enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. And if you haven't done already, please subscribe. It does help the channel. And until next time, I'll see you again.